Coming down to the second trading day of the market week. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. It's a Tuesday, the 7th of May. And then, of course, it's looking a little bit mixed when you looked at the start of the trading day for the week across Frontier Africa. The markets look a little bit whipsawed in the manner of speaking on the equity side. That is, East African trading day was largely negative from Kenya to Uganda, as well as the Tanzanian stock market. The Cairo stock market remained closed on Monday. Market did not start on Sunday. There's a public holiday, so we expect and yesterday, Monday as well, so we expect the Cairo market to reopen today, Tuesday. The BRVM was down 0.02%. The Nigerian market was down roughly 1%. And of course, we've got the South African GSE in the green, a very solid 0.46%, led in the main by resources as well as the financials on that exchange. So that's just a summary of the start of a bit of a very weak Monday to start on the equity side here on the Frontier Africa. What's making headlines? Let's go straight to East Africa, as we're looking at Kenya. According the Treasury is looking to cut the expected total or net borrowing for the current fiscal year by as much as 67 billion shillings. If that happens in the current fiscal year, that could give some headroom to banks in Kenya. And the East African Community Minister says they're fast-tracking the rail link from the Indian Ocean to the Atlantic to further support logistics, movement of goods, people, and other services within the East African region. And Kenyan Airways has introduced a cargo flight from Nairobi to Eldoret, one of the regions in East Africa. And in Uganda, the biggest banks are posting bumper profits despite the turmoil in the country's banking industry. You've seen the numbers. If you follow the Nigerian market, you've seen the numbers from some of the biggest banks in Nigeria, despite the currency conundrum that we saw in the first half of this year and last year. They posted jumbo profits, and markets beginning to price those numbers in particular for the first quarter, when everyone thought that the banks are done with, they're still putting big numbers on the street, and that's in the news this morning. Let me continue to check the markets for you. Let's go to the West African region, where the Nigeria's Electricity Regulatory Board, the NERC, yesterday announced that it has reduced it has scaled down the electricity tariff for those who are within Band A, which is those who enjoy between 20 hours to 24 hours per day. Power supply, the amount they pay has been taken down by a few naira just to reflect the exchange rates, which has been officially better slightly. That's according to the NERC statement. Overnight, the naira yesterday finished 3.46% better on the US dollar, around 1,300. That's in the news. Then, of course, you got the Debt Management Office floating the two papers for the May FGN savings bond, which was opened yesterday. The subscription opened yesterday to close tomorrow. On Friday, I beg your pardon. The yield about between 17 and 18% on those two papers maturing May 2026 and May 2027, one of the highest we've ever seen since the government introduced the savings bond for retail end of the bond market just a couple of years ago. The new head of the SEC, Emomotimi Agama, yesterday had a virtual meeting with all the cryptocurrency operators in the country and says he wants the delisting or decoupling of Naira from the crypto peer-to-peer windows for currency trading platforms in Nigeria. The Central Bank of Nigeria also yesterday issued a new guideline, a 2 or 3 page, to be precise, 3 pages, to banks known by financial institutions, introducing a 0.5%, what you call cryptocurrency security levy. It's something hot, rather out of the heart for the central bank, charging a levy for cyber security in Nigeria is something new that the central bank is bringing to the table, joining hands with the SEC to remove illegal cryptocurrency transactions from within the Nigeria's space. You can read up all of that. It's getting the cryptocurrency markets in Nigeria roiled as we speak. In Gambia, The Gambia is floating its first large-scale solar facility. The country is targeting about 50% renewable energy contribution to its total output by the year 2020. And good news from the Ghana Stock Exchange, Atlantic Lithium, a mining resource company focused on lithium production resources mining, has been cleared to list on the stock exchange in Accra. Congratulations. And the EFDB has won the most innovative investment development innovative of the year, initiative of the year. That was an award presented to the EFDB at the just concluded annual meetings of the ISDB, that's Islamic Development Bank conference and annual meetings held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Congratulations to Dr. Akumi Addition and the rest of his team. Let's move on. What's happening in Southern Africa? A week of economic data on the table, but of course we're getting earnings as well in from the companies listed across the region. The ZSE listed ZHL, which is an insurance holding company, says its full year 2023 insurance contract revenue was up 140%, total income up roughly 100%, profit came in 321% for the period. In the meantime, Fidelity Life is also reporting full year insurance contract revenue 242% positive, profit at 9,945. That's according to data we got on Monday. Cash and deposits by this Fidelity Life company was 17.1 billion Zimbabwean dollars for the year ended December the 35. News also from the financial services space as Access Bank has completed a purchase of Atlas Mara shares in Zambia. That was signed on finally on the final day of April, just last week, April the 30th. Congratulations to Access Bank, headquartered in Nigeria. South Africa's derivatives market is looking to start using the SCRB, that's the Reserve Bank's new rand money market benchmark for its transactions. In Lusaka, the stock market cap broke 100 billion kwacha in the month of April. That's reporting from the Lusaka Stock Exchange as we start the new week. Let's take it up to North Africa, by the way, and grab a couple of headlines for you. The Egyptian stock market, as I said earlier, will be reopening today. We expect the next 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the markets in Cairo is down for the week. In the meantime, Morocco reporting female unemployment at a 3-decade high of 20%. That's coming from one of the newspapers in Morocco on Monday. And Criterion says it's got about 500,000 British pounds for its Moroccan African mineral projects. Mauritania and Saudi Arabia says they are collaborating on clean energy. While the head of the ESCFTA, Wamkele Mene, in an interview with Arise Television in Lagos over the weekend, says he wants to see an increased investment in infrastructure across the continent, and that will help the new intra-Africa trade agreement. He was speaking to the just concluded a deal to hold the 2025 edition of the Intra-Africa Trade Fair in Algeria, and that is in the news this morning as we start the new business and markets day for you here on Frontier of Have a great day, everyone, and bye for now.